Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining us. Man, that Road Pig, I love this character, love this figure. We're building out Dreadnoks, guys and gals, too. This is a stacked figure. This is going to be very punk rock. This is going to be very metal, baby. Let's get into it and review this. Man, Hasbro, killing it. G.I. Joe's Classified series. Dreadnought, Road Pig, and Rawkus. Let's go. All right, everybody, let's look at the box. That's what we do here on the channel. First, welcome in. If I didn't mention before, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us on this figure review, this toy review, figure toy review. Toy review, figure review. I keep saying it. I'm going to have to choose one. No! So, guys and gals, thanks so much for joining us again. I'm very thankful because, hey, we're almost at 500 subscribers. Let's go. Love G.I. Joe. We just dropped that Super 7 Reaction Plus Cobra Commander review as well, so go check that out. Go check out our toy hunts, too. We're finding all these or most of these on the hunt. However, this was a mail call via Target.com. Guys, I think you got to use those coupons very soon and get on this stuff because, man, I think I got them for like 25 bucks. You can't beat that right off the bat. So anyway, what we do here first, we're going to get back to the review. We do the mitten box view first. Then we're going to look at accessories. We'll do the head-to-toe review. We'll do some comparisons, and we'll get into final thoughts. And let's go, guys. Let's get into this Road Pig. He is beefy. He is in the classified style packaging. Everything you can see possible with, or everything possible with this figure is right in front of you. I mean, nothing is hidden. I don't think anything's hidden. There's so much here. So big window front here, Cobra logo, G.I. Joe Classified series on the front here. Hasbro, again, very basic Cobra, Dreadnought, Road Pig. I mean, you got the little bit of card art here, Rawkus, him in the mask. The file card on here, it's been slimmed out, and then the image of the, obviously, Road Pig here on the back with that gnarly, funny looking face. I don't know why these are highlights. Why are these highlights of the figure? Maybe the mask? Maybe the pauldron? I don't know, guys. Is there anything else in the figure that you think would possibly want to go here to highlight it than this stuff? I don't know. Just a thought, guys. So this is what we do. You saw the box. Oh, forgot these legalese here. That's what we do. That's a look at the box. Now what we're going to do is bust it open. All right, everybody, welcome back. We have Road Pig with the Rawkus out of the box, guys. It's really weird. I keep dropping these reviews, right? And I say that this figure is the best of the year. This figure is the best of the year. I don't know what's going to happen this year when it comes... I mean, we're what? 2 months away? 2 months away from the end of the year, basically. 2.5 months away. And we're going to have a ton of great toys and action figures to review at the end of the year because, I mean, my top 10 is going to be crazy. It just has been a year of great figure and toy releases. Very happy, as you can see, with the Road Pig out of the box. There were some kind of reservations going into this because we saw some of the prototype images and such, and I thought the facial scans were going to be but I think they held up, and, you know, we have the original as well, so during comparisons, we'll bring the original in. Guys, the G.I. Joe design team did a wonderful job. I don't know if Lenny worked on this, but he did a great job there as well. I want to thank everybody before we get into this review. We're going to go over the accessories first. If you're new to the channel, that's what we do. We do accessories. We do head-to-toe with articulation. We do comparisons and then final thoughts here at Squared Circle Uncensored. But I want to also quickly say thanks so much to everybody for subscribing to the channel. Thanks so much for watching our videos. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, comment below, let me know what you think of this review, this figure, and all of our other reviews. We'll try to get better for you all. We're just trying to have some fun here. We love collecting toys. We love collecting cards, everything collectibles. This is your one and only channel. Again, we'll be rebranding. We will be rebranding as we were talking about the beginning of next year. We will be rebranding January 1st, 2025. You're going to love it. You guys are going to love it. We're going to have some fun. So let's get into the accessory portion of this review, and we'll be back with Rawkus and a few other animals very soon. All right, guys and gals, we are back. We're going to get Road Pig out of the way for now. We will take a look at him a little bit later on in the review. But wow, he is jam-packed. Now, I don't know if they're classifying this as a deluxe figure. I'm assuming so. I think the MSRP on this was $34.99. I got mine from Target. Actually, I believe it's higher than that. It could be closer to 50, I'm sorry. I did get this at Target during the Target Circle deals, so I got this figure for close to nothing. I mean, it was very, very deeply discounted. So hopefully you guys, I know that those deals, the Target Circle deals, ran through October 12th. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to get the Target app, guys, and you got to be aware of street date releases. Go on the Target app during the street date release. If it says like pre-order sold out, they'll usually list the product either for sale that day of, so you got to get on there at like midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning, or when you wake up at like 7 a.m. or things of that nature. If you're on the West Coast, you even have to wake up a little earlier or go to sleep later, and you'll get what you need. I mean, it'll pop up whether or not also you can pick up in store. So aside from that, guys, I didn't want to go into in-depth explanation about Target Circle. That is where I got this. That's why I have it in hand early. I know they started shipping from Amazon as well, but for the purpose of this review, we'll just stick with the Target purchase, guys, and we'll look at the accessories here. I'm going to move my camera down just a little bit so they do come into the screen here. We will start off with hands and fists and all those great things, and there's not a lot, which is great. I don't need a figure with a ton of hands. I'm sorry, guys. We go over that on the channel all the time. We're not proponent of hands, guys, here, because they just get lost. They get, you know what the deal is. And Road Pig does come with 2 fist hands. Very simple. He's on a glove. Again, not much to say about these fist hands. We'll keep them down there. And let's start going over a little bit about the other accessories here. We'll start with the weapons first. He does come with this kind of claws, or I don't know, pickaxe sort of thing that's bent. Really cool. He's going to destroy all the G.I. Joes, obviously, because he is a dreadnought with these metal kind of weapons that they have. I love it. It's pretty simple, nothing too crazy. I would like a little more. I do actually like that they did give you a slight coloration difference in the handle. It looks like molded detail, and it looks like brown sort of tape or something, or wrap on there. So that is fun. I like when they incorporate more deco hits into the accessories to differentiate color patterns, and they did in this instance, so I do like that. I do like that they're, again, if you can see, there's like, it's like a brownish purplish tint there for the wrap of this Hook weapon there. Almost like Hook. It's almost like a Hook from Scream, right? Or no, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Sorry. It's like that Hook from I Know What You Did Last Summer, not Scream. Next, we have a face mask. And I don't know what this is for. Maybe this is for training the dog. I have no idea, guys, but this does go on Road Pig's face. It is a face mask. I don't know what he would use this for, but you can fit it on his face. I thought it was a muzzle for the dog at first, but I don't think it is. We can check it out sooner than later. Next, we do have this hammer style, kind of huge hammer, cinder block hammer that Road Pig originally came with the original O-ring toy, guys. And there's the cinder block. It's got all its detail in there, sculpted in real nicely, so it does look like a cinder block. And then, as we were talking about, as we come down to the handle, you do have some deco hits here on the handle as well. So you have these, like this metal kind of color here on the end. You have a kind of wooden color brown handle with that brown wrap on there. So that kind of like grip wrap that they did, which is cool. So again, you have basically 4 color distinctions here, unless my mind, actually, this is more of that silver. I think it may be a different color. So there could be 4 colors in here. I'm not sure, guys. Comment below what you see in the video. But you definitely have the whitish kind of silver color of the cinder block. You have the gunmetal look there, where the cinder block meets the handle. You have the handle color, and then you have the tape color of the handle too. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 deco hits just on the cinder block hammer alone. That's pretty incredible. So really cool there. Again, I love to see that in accessories and in weapons. And then you get this awesome, and I'm just sorry guys, I'm gonna put the tweezers down. This awesome hammer that has this pig's head, this kind of warthog looking pig's head sculpted. There's the hammer where bam, he can hammer you from that end, or the snout end right there, and it just looks great. It's in that metallic look again, that silver metallics. Really nice detail as you work your way onto the handle as well, where you have some studs here. You have all that studded work here. You have the mohawk that he can stab the Joes with. Then you have the handle color in a brown with red tape here in the middle, which looks great. And then that brown, it's silverish brown, comes all the way down into here where they did some spikes at the end of the handle of the hammer. This is a beautiful accessory piece, and I will probably go with this hammer. I think this is new. I would love to go with OG, but this is just so beautiful to pass. Next, we have the shield for Road Pig. So it says good luck with the warthog head kind of on there. Really cool. The Road Pig head. It's got some caution tape style deco down in here. You have a lot of nice detail as well here with, I don't know, these are like some vents or some sort of gizmos on the edge there with the wire, and all this beautiful molded detail in here with the rivets and the buttons and all the great stuff. And then even when you come back around here, there's even some molded detail in here, and then more as we get to the handle where you hold this. I mean, again, the rivets and stuff, they did really good job at, again, the molded detail within the shield. I believe this is the same shield but kind of redecoed, but I think the base shield is almost the same as we got with Shockwave, I believe. Comment below. I don't have the Shockwave shield with me because it's on him and I didn't want to take it off him, so, and I don't have him out here for comparison, so I think it's almost a very similar shield as that. Next, we'll move on to the heads. Here is the alternate head, regular head sculpt for Road Pig, and let me just get this up here. I like it. I thought this was going to look wonky and stupid, but it does. It looks wonky and stupid and fun and playable, and he looks great. I think I love it. I wasn't going to like this one, this kind of snarling skin. At first, I didn't think I was going to like it, but then it looks really great. He's got the earring there. He's got the kind of flat top haircut look with the red dye around it, and then he's got a couple missing teeth there, mouth open. It looks great. I love the head sculpt. I'm not sure I'm going to use this one. I may just go with the regular one for now, but we may use it. And then he also comes with an alternate mask sculpt, and this is just wild again. The detail on this mask head sculpt, and this is a full head sculpt where you just plug it right in, is amazing. On the pig, it's kind of like a warthog, almost like a pig look here. Great with the metal in the nose, and the metal on the teeth, the horns, the spikes. As we come around here, it wraps around here. It has like a wrap. So I guess this has got a little bit of like red eyes too. I guess this is, again, Road Pig all masked up, you know, so it's cool. I'm not going to use this at all. I would never use this personally for the figure, but that's just me. And then Rawkus gets a non-snarling face sculpt, and Hasbro is doing a great job, at least G.I. Joe Hasbro is doing a great job with their animals and their animal sculpts. So again, we have what looks to be like a pit bull right there with the scar on his eyes. Comment below. I'm not good with dog breeds, but I love it. I love the hint of white that just comes up to the nose, and then the white that comes down below the mouth on the jaw. Looks great. Looks fantastic. And then last but not least, we're going to go over Rawkus, but what we're going to do first is we're going to get all this other accessories out of the way, and then we're going to review Rawkus. All right, guys, here he is. Now, it's funny because with the original toy, the O-ring, G.I. Joe toy, Road Pig did not come with a dog. However, in the bio, it didn't mention a dog. And it said because he was so ugly, or this is the gist of it, because he was so ugly, his mother would tie a pork chop around his neck. So the dog, I'm assuming this one, Rawkus, would actually come up to him and hang out with him and play with him. So he does have a snarling face sculpt here. I love it. The details. Again, I don't know. I'm so bad with dogs. Is this a Rottweiler or a Pit Bull? I think it's a Rottweiler, actually. Cut tail there, small nub. Coming down to the hind legs, you have this beautiful wash of white that does fade as it goes upwards. Same with the front legs as well. And then you have this beautiful white wash that comes from all the way from the base of the mouth all the way down to the chest area and fades out. So that's nice washing, nice detail. You have the collar, the chain link collar there, the spiked chain, or I would say not chain link, sorry, but spiked collar. And then there is the snarling look of the face sculpt. He looks great. I love Rawkus. I'm so happy that they include something that was in the file card that was never included with the figure. And then I just wanted to do some comparisons really quickly of other animals we've got. Now these are all Hasbro G.I. Joe classified animals. This is Timber. So you have a little bit of a size comparison of Timber next to Rawkus if you wanted to put them together. That's what they look like. That out of the way. Let's see. Side comparison. Back comparison. Side comparison again. And there you go. That is Rawkus and Timber. I also have brought out the Warthog from Naugahyde. So you have an idea of the scaling next to Naugahyde's Warthog. And again, perfect scaling. And guys, these are amazing, these figures together. They look great. And I love that Hasbro in the G.I. Joe line is doing these animals included in the deluxe figures with the regular figures. And then last but not least, I'm going to actually bring in, I always say this, I always say last but not least, but I am going to bring in two more. I wanted to show you the Mezco Timber next to it as well. But first, we're going to go with the Croc Masters Crocodile here, and you can see how, and Croc Masters Croc is huge, so that's how kind of big he is in comparison. I'm trying to get him in the frame, so there you go. He's about half the size of the crocodile for Croc Master. And then obviously front ways, you can see there. But I love what they're doing, including obviously animals in here, and they do such a great job with the articulation of the animals and the actual realism within the animals. Hasbro's doing an incredible job with that. So we'll get the Croc Masters Croc out of the way. We'll bring in the Mezco. And this is the Mezco 1/12 scale Timber, which is my favorite Timber, because I think they did a really good job on the animals as well. So there's the front look. Here is the, do a side to side comparison quickly. He's sniffing his butt there. And this is down. I'm sorry, guys. So I got him kind of, I had him in an action pose and now it's all screwed up, but there you go. Sorry, guys. And then we'll do the side to side real quick. And we'll do the back hit. There's the butts. There's the butts. Farting butts. We'll put in a fart noise like right now. And then here's another side to side, guys. And then sniffing the butts. And then there you go. And then again, the front look for Rawkus. And that's Timber and Rawkus, guys. So yeah, love the Rawkus, really good stuff. That was the accessory portions of the free review. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know below if you like the accessories. What didn't you like? What did you like? Do you like Rawkus? Don't you like Rawkus? Do you want all this stuff included in your deluxe figures? Comment below, guys, and we're gonna get into the head to toe review right now. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are going to take a look at this Road Pig head to toe. And man, this is probably one of the better Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series figures of the year. Let's start looking at Road Pig's head, and man, that facial sculpt looks great. They originally released the renders and the images, and I did not think I was actually going to like this facial sculpt, but in person it looks amazing. Now obviously I know this guy's from Michigan, if you looked at his old file card, but he does have this kind of Native American design to him too. He's got a arrowhead for an earring from what I see, and then he's got the white and red look on the hair. He's kind of got that red stripe that goes all the way around his head, the flat top look. The face sculpt is amazing. He also has some shading, kind of stubble on the face, so you got that kind of black kind of shading in here, which is so cool. I mean, again, this figure looks great, guys. Now, just for movement of the head, you do have a ball joint, but also a neck ball joint in there too, if you see. So you get some additional movement because there's a ball in the neck. And again, you're going to get that premium articulation because it is a Hasbro brand here, G.I. Joe, and you're going to be able to get more into the figure because of that. They're not paying a license fee, obviously. So you get up and down, little forward up, little forward down, side to side, swivel all the way around. Side to side is a little limited too, but not too bad overall in the head. Not too bad, as you can see. And again, he's a beefier guy. You're not going to have his head moving in every which way. So we're going to talk a little bit about next about the football armor that he's using, the padding, the pads, the shoulder pads for the football shoulder pads. And I love it. It's super detailed. You can see that the padding underneath has kind of this grayish look to it. And then he has put some armored style pieces here. You see a lot of the rivets and a lot of the molded detail, including these two stars here as well. As you move the figure to the side, you also see that this shoulder pauldron has a lot of detail. It seems like he wanted to add a few spikes to this armor as well, which he did. Even the belt buckle here is cool. You have the faintest hint in tempo of silver on here, and then the belt buckle comes around here to kind of strap the piece on. You have this awesome skull with a few spikes on it, kind of the mohawk spike look on the shoulder pauldron as well. And as we rotate the figure around here to the back, you get again all that nice sculpted molded detail in the pads here, and it looks like armor. And then you have this little faint hint of brown here that looks like the buckle's going through here, and then more of that black buckle as it meets the other side. I don't know if it's removable, I haven't checked, but it is a pretty cool feature, and I would not probably take it off of him myself because he looks so cool with it on. As we move down to the arms in this head to toe look, on this left arm you have great tattoo deco here with the anarchy symbol and the certified grade A ham with the stars. Really nice tattoo deco there. And then as you move down to the wrist area and the forearm area, you have his notable weapon of choice, his bow and arrow gun here, which came with the original O-ring toy, and a couple arrows off to the side. It's strapped on here on his forearm, and he has more arrows here as well on the pouch, on the thigh pouch too. So that's a really great feature here. It's already molded in. He's not going to use it. It's not removable. I like that factor that it's molded in here. He used to also have an arm guard for the original OG toy, the O-ring toy, which you'll see that they didn't include here, but they included a shield instead. So again, there's some give or take here, some inspiration from the design team. And then he's got hands, you know, trigger hands with the gloves. So, and then that's what you get there. Next arm, you do have some tattoo deco as well here. It's as well, this is cool. It's got like a chain link look to it that goes around the bicep, and then he's got the pig head with the pig head crossbones there. Looks really cool. And then again, those gloves coming down here in the hand area with the trigger hands. All right, really quickly, articulation. Standard G.I. Joe, Hasbro G.I. Joe classifies articulation 360, double jointed, elbows here. They can come out this far on this figure. Again, they're going to be slightly hindered by that shoulder pauldron on this side, but they still bend up really nicely there. And then as you go down to the waist of this figure and the stomach area, he has the awesome tattoo hit across the belly. And on the back, he's got really great kind of stretch marks and wrinkles. And as you move down to the crotch area and the butt portion of the figure, I love the detail in the belt buckle as well. The studded belt look looks great. I love the pockets on the jeans. They look great too. And then when you get down to the crotch area, he's got a really cool belt buckle that's got a pig on it. This is all molded detail. The leather of the belt buckle is really nice too. It's got some detail in there. And then obviously as you move over to the crotch, he's got the studded leathered piece across his crotch for, I guess, more of an armored look. As you move down here to the second half of the figure, the legs have this beautiful leather pouch, which also has that belt buckle hit right there in silver. And the pouch has all of his arrows for his bow and arrow gun right there. And then as you move around the figure, he has these, what looks to be chaps, which is really cool. So he's got these black chaps and the blue denim under them. And the black chaps come all the way down into the boot area. And then he's got beautiful knee pads. So he's got this one steel knee pad here, and then the molded pig head, those huge teeth knee pad, which is really cool, all molded from out of steel. Obviously he needs protection from the Joes. And then the shin guards in the boot has a steel toe on it too. So he's got steel shin guards, steel toe boot here, the brown in the boot, in the shin guard with the straps on the back, and some even steel on the back of the boots here. And there's the bottom look as well. So they even have molded detail on the bottom. It's like all kind of welded together here, because that's what Road Pig does. He welds things together with his hammers and everything. And that is it, guys. Look at that Road Pig. That is pretty much the head to toe look at the Road Pig. I did want to show you really quickly that the leg articulation too. Sorry, I forgot about that. 90-degree bend. You can get the splits on them. Okay. You got a swivel here in the thigh. And then obviously it's up and down on the foot. Forward facing ping for rocker. Again, standard G.I. Joe classifieds articulation there. And guys and gals, that is the head to toe look at this Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Road Pig with Rawkus. Went over those accessories, ton of accessories, great looking figure. I don't see any hindrance in the articulation. I think for this style figure, this is what you're going to get. It's got extreme detail on it, from the deco hits to the molding of the figure. I mean, from the shoulder pauldron of the football pads. I mean, come on, guys. Amazing figure. Let's get into some comparisons and see what he looks like next to all your other G.I. Joe figures and more. All right, guys and gals, welcome back to the comparison portion of this review. We got a lot of comparisons to get to, so I don't know. Let's go with his like beefy counterpart, because we had Crocmaster's Crocodile. Let's see what he looks like next to Crocmaster real quick. There you go. You can see how large. I mean, Crocmaster is a huge figure. You can see how large he is just compared to Crocmaster. I mean, I thought he was one of the bigger figures of the G.I. Joe Classified line. He looks good right next to Crocmaster. Talk about big figures. We can't talk about big figures in G.I. Joe unless we talk about another spiky guy, Big Boa. And again, another larger figure from the G.I. Joe Classified line. He's huge next to him, guys. So there you go. That's Big Boa. And next, I would like to actually show you one of the Dreadnoks. I'm not going to put all of them out until final thoughts. Final thoughts is up next. You'll see them all next to all the Dreadnoks. I am going to bring in one of the most newest Dreadnoks to grace our presence, and that's Naugahyde. So there, I mean, again, monstrous next to Naugahyde, which is a beefy, huge figure as well. So there he is next to Naugahyde. And I do love that they both have the Anarchy symbols on them. It's freaking awesome. It's so cool. And just for the heck of it, we just reviewed the Studio 86 Optimus Prime, and we had a Bumblebee sitting around here, so there he is next to Bumblebee. Just for fun, guys, come on. Just for fun. And here he is next to Sarge. Again, big figure. Love that Sarge figure. All right, and then let's put him next to one of the beefiest Joes. There he is, next to Bazooka. So, I mean, this Road Pig figure is large, guys, as you can see, even next to Bazooka, one of my favorite Joes, and he's a big, beefy Joe figure. That's why I wanted to actually show him against beefy, big Joe figures. So that's next to Bazooka, and we got to put in Cobra Commander here. Here's next to Cobra Commander. What do you guys think in the comments below? Let me know if you're liking any of the pairings. I think he pairs well with all these guys. I mean, I think he looks great, even next to the new Cobra Commander. We just did a review on that Cobra Commander. If you guys are interested, that review has posted on the channel. Let me know if you need the link to that. I can throw the link in I'll actually throw the link in at the end of the video, so it'll automatically go there. But that Cobra Commander is one of the best ever produced, so really happy with that Cobra Commander. Let me actually throw in another toy line, because we did throw in the Bumblebee just for fun, and we always do hints when we're doing the comparisons of what's coming. There he is next to a Super 7 TMNT Triceraton, and that is a monster 7-inch figure, and you can see Road Pig kind of stands his own there. He's a big guy, guys. I love this figure too. I can't wait to get into the review, guys. Stay tuned on the channel. We'll be reviewing this Triceraton very soon. We are a wrestling channel, so let's also get a wrestling comparison in here. There's the Super 7 Will Ospreay next to Road Pig. That's a 7-inch figure. And since we got all Super 7 in front of us, how about some of the cartoon Joes? There's a Baroness. Super 7 Baroness, Wave 1 from the cartoon series, next to Road Pig. So again, very beefy figure, really cool. I don't want to say last but not least, but for now, I did want to get a Mezco G.I. Joe in for y'all too. Here's Roadblock. Now he's on the stand, but you at least get to see a little out of scale. I'd say that this Mezco line is a little smaller than the Classified series stuff. I mean, you can mix and match. I'm not saying you can't, but I think in this scenario, Roadblock being one of their largest figures to date, you can see Road Pig kind of trumps him, guys. But I love that Roadblock. Actually, we actually love all of the Mezco 1/12 scale G.I. Joe figures that they've released. I can't wait to get that Duke in hand. We'll do a review of that on the channel as well. But for now, let's do one last figure here. Let's do 7-inch. There's our Victor Freeze Platinum Edition that we always have lying around, because I'm waiting to do a Batman review, and I'm gonna put that in with the Batman. But there you go. There's Freeze, McFarlane, DC Multiverse. And last but not least, we're gonna go back to G.I. Joe Classifieds. There's R10, and he's not gonna stand. Why would he stand? There is. He's not gonna stand. I knew it. There we go. There is R10 in all his glory, the leader of the Dreadnoks, next to Road Pig. So there you go, guys. Those are some comparisons. I think I got most of the comparisons I wanted to show you in the scene. What do you guys think below? What did you like him paired with most? Would you put him with your Mezco? Would you put him in another line? Would you just stick him with the Classifieds? I mean, I'm purist, so I'm going to just stick him with the Classifieds. But he is a kind of wonky guy that can go in other things. I mean, you can throw him in Marvel Legends. You can probably throw him in even some of your other lines if you wanted to. I don't know if I would do Transformers and stuff, but that's up to you guys. It's all up to you. So let's get into the final thoughts of this review, and we'll show you how he looks next to his comrades, I should say. One last comparison here. I did want to bring in the vintage O-ring Road Pig here. It is complete. I do have it in my collection, so I wanted you to show it next to kind of him beefed up with some of the same accessories. But here he is. There's the vintage Road Pig. You can see what he came with here. You do have obviously the arrows here on the side, which they mimicked here on the new toy. Some of the similar design as well in the boot areas. He's kind of, so they gave him the tattoo right there as well. So very similar design. The Anarchy tattoo is on the vintage O-ring as well. But then they beefed him up a little bit, you know, in certain areas, which is cool. I love it. So I think they definitely held to the traditional design in many ways and then made it their own as well and beefed it up and made it look more modern. I don't know why they didn't include this. It's interesting. I thought, you know, maybe they would have included as a regular shield, but even in the crotch area, they kind of mimicked this studded leathered look on the newer figure, which is cool. So I mean, you have a lot of similarities here, and I think they look great together. I think, you know, if you wanted to display this road pig next to this one like this in a display just to show past and present, I think it would look great. So that's it, guys. Everybody, final thoughts. There they are in their glory, the Dreadnoks. So the only Dreadnok we are missing is Xandar, Zartan's brother. Here are all of the others in their glory next to Road Pig. Unless I'm missing one. I think, well, we are missing one. We need Zanzibar as well. Sorry, I forgot about Zanzibar, but maybe they'll put him in with the skiff. I don't know. We'll see, guys. But they look great. Again, I mean, in that, you know, this Zartan figure is a little dated. I wouldn't terribly mind if they did a reissue on it with some new articulation. I think it's a little bit overdue. I think they could do a new Xandar. It's up to you guys. What do you think in the comments below? I know we got the Pulse exclusive. We got the retro version. Comment below. What are your thoughts on the Xandar? Sorry, not the Xandar. The Zartan. I know we got Xandar coming, so I'm very excited for that to complete my Dreadnoks. And again, the Zanzibar as well. It's not going to be completely complete. We do need Zanzibar, but I'd love to have the real hair ponytail on him. Do not give it to me, guys, unless it has real hair ponytail. Irrespective of that, here are the final thoughts. Again, another hats off edition, Squared Circle Uncensored toy review. Got to give it to Hasbro and their design team. The G.I. Joe Classifieds design team is really, I mean, they're knocking it out of the park. There was some misses. I did not like Jinx this year. But for the most part, and some of the reissues and stuff like that are, I don't know, they're a little bit too much. But I understand why they do that. Not for me, but I understand why they do that. With that said, though, I mean, this is the cast of characters right here. I mean, we're getting them. We're getting them in their re-released modern-day 6-inch form. If you are a G.I. Joe fan of these figures, you gotta be happy. I think they look great. Now, what are your thoughts below? You can see it in front of you right here. I'll even move the camera up just a teeny bit, smidgen. What do you guys think? Do you think this is it? Are these your Dreadnoks forever? As we say, for life? I think so, guys. I think you got to be happy with the Road Pig. I mean, he is completely decoed out, molded out. The detail, the attention to detail on the figure is great. I love how they kind of morphed that O-ring figure into modern day form. They added a lot of highlights and details on it, this new figure, which is great. So I'd say this is an A+. I think this is a 5-star figure. It will go into probably my top 10 for figure of the year review. I gotta look back because we've had so many great releases this year, but I don't know, even next to Naugahyde, which was released this year, I probably would have to say I prefer the pig, but I don't know, we'll see. When it all comes down to our end of the year figure reviews, we'll see if it makes the top 10. I think it's going to, guys and gals. What do you think in the comments below? What do you think of Road Pig? What do you think of Rawkus? What do you think of the G.I. Joe classified lines in general? Comment below, guys. We'll get you a link to the product as well in the description below. But for now, that will do it for another figure review here at Squared Circle Uncensored. Thanks so much for joining us, guys and gals. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also follow us on Instagram at SQDCircleCC. And please return, because we will be at it again with another figure review.